Look at Ty, makes a run back on the outside. I don't know if Kyle really expected that. And as they exit the corner, he had to move away from him right there.
There's where he lost the front downforce, moved up towards him, and then had to yank the steering wheel to get it off of Ty, and around he went.
Doesn't look like a lot of damage to the 51. I mean, through the grass.
I don't think any. Look at that splitter digging up the grass, but it never digs into the dirt. It just mowed the grass for him.
It didn't take any of that splitter off.
We've seen people spin and win before too, Rick.
We've seen him spin and win before.
High Bodine comes to mind. Spun and won in Dover. How do you do that?
Spin off of 4. He's in the grass. Caution's out. Caution's out. Track is clear. He's coming back up here. Easy, easy.
Good news is NASCAR's allowed these teams an extra set of tires.
Way up the racetrack.
Wow. That was a long spin, wasn't it? He's had some exciting spins. Hadn't hit much yet.
Yeah, very minimal damage at all. You see, gonna get some flat tires out of it.
Stopping in his pit now. Of the guys behind him, and I think that bunched up Ty Dillon. Ty gets sideways, hits Quiroga, and watch what Kyle Busch does. He cuts down on Joey Logano.
And that got Joey out of the throttle, and that chain reaction got all the way back to the 7 of John West Townley.
It might be fair to say that wreck started off turn 2.
Yeah.
And it took all the way to turn 4 for it to end.
Riding along with Kyle Busch.
Wow.
He's just trying to avoid Ty Dillon and Herman Quiroga.
Spin in front of you. Check up, low, inside, clear, clear, clear. Nice.
Wow.
Close call there for Agnew. He was able to slide by just in front of John West Townley.
Between them, it wasn't like Miguel had him pinched down. It was just James Busher the champion lost his truck and hit the new guy.
And we saw Kyle Busch do this exact same thing just a few laps ago. So
I thought Busher had gotten into the wall, but he does not. Busher doesn't ever touch the wall here.
Yeah, he's okay.
Did you hear him start to roll out of the gas?
Yeah.
He was 5 feet, 6 feet from hitting Pluto when he started getting out of the gas, knowing he was gonna, but it was too late.
I mean, he turns the steering wheel all he can turn, lock to lock, and the thing just keeps on going until he ran into his teammate Miguel Paludo. Paludo makes pretty significant contact with the safer barrier there at the exit. Rest of the field did a tremendous job avoiding him.
That right front locked up on the 32. A lot of suspension damage.
Gets loose right there, loses momentum. That opens the bottom for a couple trucks to come by. You can see Ryan Blaney diving under him, and then Quiroga dives under him, and off turn 2 looked like Quiroga just got loose under Kyle, and when he tried to correct it, into the side of the 51 truck.
Yeah, a lot of damage to both of those Toyota trucks.
That's interesting because it was really tough for Armand to run underneath Hornaday like he did. He was able to pass that test, understand how to run under him and not make a mistake. That time, as soon as he drove up on Kyle, he lost it.
And so 2 trucks into the wall. Kyle Busch, who had been up front. We're going to ride along with Kyle. Starting back in turn 3 where he has a little bit of a bobble.
You heard him come out of the gas and correct it. Now he's got it going again. Going to be some traffic come to the left. Let's listen down here in turn 1 and 2 and see what we can hear.
It was just a slight tap. That's all it took. We didn't even hear the contact, and Kyle pretty much ran that corner wide open. May have come out of the throttle just a little bit, but he had lost that momentum that allowed Ryan Blaney to go by and that allowed Herman. There's another view of it.
They said he blew it right front, but looks like he just got loose down in the corner, and watch, overcorrects it and into the wall.
Yeah, after he made contact with the wall, then the right front tire went down, but that was not what caused that. You see him get loose there on the inside of Spencer Gallagher. Just ran out of room. Outside the pit window right now, possibly, you see the 81 truck of David Starr, left front tire down on that car, or truck, excuse me.
Oh.
And Spencer Gallagher comes in there, obviously not aware of the fact that the 81 was slow on the high side and ran to the back.
Here's Newberry. He gets into the 13. Into the wall he goes.
He got loose on the inside. There comes the 99 of
Watch this truck. Bam, up in the air when he hits that outside wall.
All 4 tires up off the racetrack. when Todd made contact.
Watch slow motion here. Great camera angle, guys. Watch this thing fling into that outside wall.
And that was a hard hit by the 99 of Brian Silas, but all 4 tires up off the racetrack. Brendan Newberry, right side of your screen, already into the outside wall.
Brendan just lost that truck underneath the 13, got into it. We've seen that before earlier in this race.
Wow.
Big contact and then the hard hit into the wall once again.
Most of the stuff that he had to take that hard hit from when he hit with the left front, Brian Silas had already tore a lot of it off. So that's a real tough blow when you hit the wall with a damaged truck.
With all the safety workers out on the track cleaning up the debris, NASCAR is going to stop the field before the start-finish line.
I like this move. We've had a lot of wrecks, a lot of cautions, but a lot of excitement. NASCAR is going to give us some more time to settle this baby. A lot of laps left, a lot of action still ahead of us.
Position. There's a view of Jennings. Gets a little bit loose through the center of the corner there. Does a nice job keeping that truck from sliding up into the outside wall.
The spin looked a whole lot like we saw Jeff Gordon do yesterday in qualifying. Just started spinning around really early in the corner. But Jennings does a nice job of driving it all the way off turn 4. Obviously off turn 2, the wall comes up sooner. You got a dog leg off 4, and that was the difference.
For Jeff Burton.
There's Joey's already into the spin. He's going to make slight contact with the outside wall.
That won't really hurt anything, I don't think. I'm worried about that nose. I guess when he slides off the track, maybe it...
There's Dakota Armstrong, the white hooded Chevrolet.